rumors of encounters with otherworldly beings have circulated for decades, and now an unprecedented time has come. The United States Army officer finally breaks his silence to reveal the unimaginable, a glimpse into the enigmatic world of UFOs and evidence of extraterrestrial life. But what does the U.S. Navy know that they have kept hidden from the public for so long? Could this be the irrefutable proof that humanity has searched for centuries? On this expedition like no other, we unravel the evidence of UFO and alien encounters that can no longer be ignored. The Pentagon has recently verified the authenticity of new leaked videos and images showing multiple UFO sightings by U.S. Navy personnel. One of the leaked videos shows 3 pyramid-shaped UFOs hovering over the USS Russell in July 2019. The UFOs performed amazing aerial maneuvers, accompanying U.S. warships for several days. The unidentified aircraft displayed the ability to hover in high winds, surpassing the capabilities of known balloons or drones. The Department of Defense has confirmed the authenticity of the images and is conducting an ongoing investigation into these enigmatic phenomena. Leaked materials received by Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp show unclassified footage of meetings designed to educate the U.S. intelligence community about UFOs and restricted airspace. In another incident, in the Mexican state of Campeche, Mexican Air Force pilots recorded 11 unidentified flying objects during a surveillance flight against drug trafficking, and the Department of Defense issued an official statement on the matter. Additionally, another sighting of a cube-shaped object was reported in Vineland, New Jersey during a lightning storm. Testimony, radar data and video corroborate the details, and the SCU concluded that the UFO was of unknown origin, with no logical explanation for its behavior. Event known as the disappearance. In this story we will relive how Australian pilot Frederick Valentic disappeared without a trace under suspicious circumstances. On October 21, 1978, Frederick was part of a training flight. During the flight, Frederick radioed Melbourne Air Traffic Control to inform them that he was accompanied by an aircraft that was flying about 1,000 feet above him, and that it was also having engine trouble. Air Traffic Control responded that there were no aircraft with him, at least none that they could detect. Frederick radioed back to the control room explaining that he was in fact being followed and that he could see a large aircraft overhead with 4 bright landing lights. He explained that his first thought was that another pilot was pulling a prank on him, but a training flight was a terrible time to prank any pilot. Furthermore, he reported that the mysterious aircraft was orbiting him and had a green light. When Air Traffic Control tried to get more details by asking him what type of aircraft it was, Frederick replied that it wasn't exactly an aircraft, and as soon as he said those words, the transmission was interrupted with a metallic scraping sound and poof! All contact with the control tower and Frederick's aircraft was lost. Meticulous sea and air searches were made to find Frederick and his plane missing from him. Because not only was the transmission lost, he was never seen or heard from again. All measures taken to find the lone pilot proved unsuccessful. To this day, no one knows where the pilot Frederick is or could be. Numerous theories have been put forward to unlink Frederick's disappearance from UFOs, but all were sufficiently discredited because they had no physical evidence to back them up. Frederick's disappearance was widely attributed to a UFO, not only because he disappeared without a trace, but because there were many other reports of UFO sightings that night in the same region where he disappeared with his plane. This, of course, leaves more questions than answers, but we all love a good mystery. The Westall Incident. The Westall Incident occurred in 1966 and is reported to be the largest mass UFO sighting ever recorded. This incident occurred when approximately 300 students and some staff members at a school in Melbourne witnessed multiple UFOs flying silently through the air before landing in a nearby field. Although there has been much speculation about this incident over the years, there is one testimony that stands out among the many eyewitness accounts. The testimony was from a science teacher at the school. He was alerted to the UFO event by a hysterical student and ran outside to see what all the commotion was about, and everything changed in that moment. Andrew, the science teacher, was skeptical and regarded the UFO sightings as mere hoaxes. But when he saw what he described as a car-sized object with a metal bar protruding into the air, he experienced a rapid shock. Change of mind. Andrew explained that he witnessed the most amazing flying object he had ever seen. He explained that every time he tried to get closer to the object, it would slowly accelerate, and then rapidly accelerate before moving away from them. This occurred for about 20 minutes before the aircraft disappeared completely from sight. The principal tried to prevent anyone from talking about the incident, even going so far as to threaten harsh punishments. But surely you don't expect kids who had the privilege of seeing an alien spaceship to keep quiet about it. Levelland, Texas. On our exciting journey into the unknown, we stop in Levelland, Texas, where a strange event occurred in 1957. This exciting event, which even inspired a scene in the famous movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, left the city in shock. Imagine ordinary people going about their daily chores when suddenly they came across a spectacle beyond their imagination. Reports poured in from all over Levelland, with dozens of witnesses describing rockets streaking across the sky, mysterious lights dancing in the dark, and unidentified objects defying conventional explanation. But this is where the intrigue intensifies. These otherworldly phenomena seem to wreak havoc on their vehicles, causing engines to misfire and shut down, plunging them into ominous darkness. The coincidence was highly unlikely. Authorities were quick at first to dismiss these accounts as mere jokes or far-fetched tales, refusing to take them seriously. However, as more witnesses came forward, even the skeptics could not ignore the accumulated evidence. Project Blue Book, a government investigation into UFO sightings, was called in to shed light on the matter. Their verdict was that it was due to a thunderstorm and elusive fireballs, a seemingly reasonable explanation, except for one glaring fact. No storms, thunder, or rain were reported in the area that fateful night. The Wave of Belgium. Today we put the amazing Wave of Belgium in the spotlight. At the end of November 1989, the peaceful citizens of Belgium were going about their daily chores when they suddenly witness an event that defies explanation. Before their eyes appears a massive triangular UFO suspended in the sky, leaving them stunned and incredulous. Reports began to pour in, narrating this impressive encounter. But here's the shocker. Despite numerous witness testimonies, there was no physical evidence to support these claims. Skeptics doubted the existence of the UFO, dismissing it as mere imagination or exaggeration. However, fate had something extraordinary in store. Fast forward to March 1990 and a new wave of sightings emerges, this time with a notable twist. 2 military radar stations detect the presence of these mysterious objects, arousing the curiosity of the authorities, who send F-16 fighters to investigate the phenomenon. The plot thickens when the pilots are unable to see anything visually, relying solely on their radars to track the elusive targets. Amazingly, these UFOs exhibit unimaginable speed, leaving pilots in awe and struggling to keep up. The impact of this incident cannot be underestimated, as approximately 13,500 people witnessed this extraordinary event, making it one of the most widely experienced and documented UFO sightings in modern history. The Belgian Air Force, unable to provide a concrete explanation, recognized the undeniable presence of unknown activity, and chose not to ignore the unfolding mystery.